Are you ready to rock? Oh. Well, I mean, after Hu Tao's rap, well, Xinyan was in there too. Xinyan wasn't bad. After that happened, I got a feeling that people might actually prefer Xinyan's rock as to Hu Tao's whatever that was. Good to see you again, Spartan. I haven't seen you in a while, man. How's it going? Sorry, I was having a little bit of a snacky snack. I understand that to most people, bread isn't a snack, but to me, it is. Apparently, she's the highest normal damage stats in the entire game. Physical, yes, good. Xinyan? Oh, really? Where'd you get that from?
Now, this is what I call a moment of solitude.
Is that like accurate, like mathematically? I didn't actually know that. You know, there was actually a time when I considered when I considered running Xinyan, like raising her. I haven't actually done it, but there was such a time that I did consider running her, like raising her. It was specifically for a Eula team. It was what was it? Zhongli, Bennett, Xinyan, Eula. Cause my Eula is in dire need of more attack. And I thought, okay, so she reduces some physical resistance, and Bennett and Xinyan gives pyro resonance, which is attack, which is what I need more of. And well, Zhongli, or like Zhongli is just a flex there. Could be anyone. Could be Rosaria for, you know, just more overall DPS and further Fizz res. Although Zhongli does also give Fizz res. Two-year degree in business last week. Yo, congrats, Spartan. Congrats, man. 2 more years to get my specialty. What are you planning to specialize in? See those numbers, bro, and compare. Vacation ended earlier than expected, probably. All right, some college stuff. Okay, okay. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Yo, what's up, Shinrin? How's it going, man? Greetings. I hope this show is to your liking. That sounded really weird. That sounded really fake as well. I'm gonna stop doing the accents. Cryo, okay. What should I be using, man? Oh, by the way, this is hang on. Wait a moment. Where's his name? Ah, yes, there it is. Okay. Okay. There we go. This is its bro's account. Okay, of course we need Hydro, Electro. Okay. Alright, so fourth character. Who's our fourth character gonna be? We might need a healer. Well, we might want a healer. Man, no Hydro, huh? Okay, oh, right. This isn't... Yeah. This is supposed to be... Melt, yeah. I guess our first thought's gonna be a healer. Where's Bennett? Bennett, my boy. Tried Star Rail last night? You did? What do you think? What do you think about Star Rail? I don't know anything about Star Rail. Well, I mean, I know that it's a turn-based game, and obviously I know that it's from Hoyo, but other than that, like, I have no idea. I haven't even watched footage of it. Like, I kind of did, but that was like beta footage. Marketing? Oh, okay. Well, like, okay. Is marketing like the biggest... Is it like the biggest branch of business nowadays? Like, I feel like everything is about marketing. Next mine? Yeah, actually. Sorry, by the way. Like I said earlier, I'm having a bit of a snacky snack. Yeah, actually, Raj, your account's next. Alright. Oh my god. Okay, I have to tell you guys. So yesterday, I was going to stream yesterday. In fact, Tuesday evening, I didn't do my dailies. I only did my dailies on my third account, and then I realized, wait a moment, I don't want to do my dailies. So I didn't do dailies on my main and second accounts, so that I could do them on stream yesterday. Guess what? Stream didn't happen. I had a lot of stuff to do. I ended up cleaning my PC too, and then the next daily reset happened, and then I didn't do my dailies. I missed dailies yesterday. Alright, to most of you guys that probably like, okay, now what? Most of you guys probably like don't really care missing one day's worth of dailies. But to me, I don't know, it's not the worst thing ever for me, but it's not nothing either. So yeah, I missed my dailies on my main and second accounts yesterday. Yeah, that sucked. Also, I almost screwed myself, like really screwed myself yesterday. So yesterday, I finally decided to clean my PC after after going back and forth with myself, like on it for like 3 months now, because I really didn't want to open up my PC and like potentially mess something up. Right? So I'm like, I know how to put a PC together. I know how, like, it's like grown up expensive Lego. I know how to do that stuff, but like I'm like the unluckiest guy ever when it comes to like expensive stuff that I own. Like, for some reason, when a normal person touches something, it's fine. And if I touch the same exact thing in the same exact way, it somehow breaks it. And then like I troubleshoot, and then I find out some like really complicated science, physics, whatever thing broke it because I touched it in the same exact way as the other guy, and it just turns out to be like my luck. My my bad luck destroyed it. My PC is fine, but I almost royally screwed myself yesterday. So I cleaned it like really thoroughly, and boy was it dusty. When I turned the PC back on, it was showing some problems. Not gonna lie, I felt my heart. I felt my heart up crawl up to my throat. I really felt my heart crawl up to my throat. And boy, I do not want to feel that feeling anymore. All right, what healer should we use? Account doesn't really have any healers, does it? Okay, well, we'll use that. But it turns out apparently I just jostled the motherboard power pin, like the really, like, I don't know how many pins it has, like the really long one, the power cable. Is it pin? No, it's not a pin, it's a power plug cable, whatever, to the motherboard. I jostled it just a little bit, just enough so that it still had contact, but just enough so that the contact was like janky. So like sometimes when I turned the PC on, the fans would be like spin off, spin off, and then my apparently it also wasn't providing enough power to the CPU and the motherboard. Apparently that the GPU wasn't like putting out signal, so nothing was coming up on my screen. And I had like a mild heart attack because it finally turned on. I did some stuff. I reseated the RAM. What else did I do? I pushed down the CPU cooler, thinking that maybe I loosened up the CPU a little bit from cleaning, dusting, and blowing, whatever. So I pushed it down. Okay, finally turned on. A bit later, it was doing stuff that it never did. Like my PC froze. You know, like it just completely frozen, where you have to restart it. At one point, it just shut off and turned itself back on. And then that gave me a heart attack until late in the evening. Late in the evening, PC froze again. And then it didn't turn on. And then what I finally decided to do, maybe it's the motherboard power plug, because this doesn't seem to be like a single issue. It seems to be like multiple different kinds of issues, kind of just with a bit of RNG. It was giving me random issues. You got everyone? Yep, there we go. That's everyone. It was giving me random issues depending on whatever, depending on its mood.
There is no escape. Everyone hold hands.
And then so far today, it hasn't shown me the same problem.
Rain outlines your fate. Huh?
Illusion shattered.
Anyway, sorry, I rambled a bit. And yes, sorry by the way, Saber. I saw your message earlier, by the way. Looks like you're a Ganyu fan, huh? I just couldn't respond to it. Business can basically be broken down to management, accounting, finances, corporate accounting, HR, marketing. Okay. Yeah, management, obviously, right? Okay. Accounting, okay, of course. Like that's like finances, corporate accounting.
For you. I just happened to
Okay, so those are some like background stuff. Finances and corporate accounting. HR and marketing. So HR is mostly background, but it can also be like, it's like partially visible by looking at the type of people that they hire. It tells you what kind of HR they have. Find turn-based games interesting. What I like is the story. interstellar setting is pretty neat. Okay, so that is part of what I saw. What I saw from like the beta footage is like it seems to be very spacey. I don't know if that's the right word. Is the most generic. I guess so. Yeah, management is the most generic. If you don't market, people will not see it. More views, more hype, more people gonna try it. Yeah, exactly. Everyone else can't do their job if the company doesn't make any money. And the company doesn't make any money if no one knows about the company. What's up, Mamoru-san? How's it going, ma'am? Sorry, I saw your message earlier while I was rambling. I just didn't want to not finish my ramble. Because every time I ramble and then I start reading messages and responding to them, I immediately forget about what I'm rambling about. Hey, what's up, Sean? How's it going, man? Been so long. I didn't drop by last time because I got a part-time job. Yo, congrats, man. Congrats. No, please take your real life first. Also, I've hardly streamed this week. I just did my usual Monday stream, and this is probably my last stream this week. Because tomorrow I can't stream. Weekends I obviously can't stream. I'm good, man. I'm good.
Lizardtail, Pepper, Starconch.
I've been quite tired this week.
New punch. I'm going in. Let's light it up. Nice and spicy.
So my son has something in school. Oops.
Where do you think you're going?
Some sort of activity in school, and they're not going to, because their school has two campuses, and so one is like the one like that's practically next door to me. That's where his classes are usually, but because it's like their sports fest or whatever in school, they had to have it at their bigger campus, which is like 10 minutes away from here. And the problem with that is I don't have a car, I don't have a motorcycle, I have no personal means of transportation, so I have to there are no taxis in the city because it's too small for taxis. I had every single day since Monday, I've had to take him to school and pick him up via like having to look for a tricycle every time. And so what okay, not much trouble, right? It's only like what, 20 minutes, half an hour each time, but it's really throwing off my schedule. Like for example, if I could usually just stream in the morning and then like go AFK for like 10 minutes, pick him up and continue the stream, but I couldn't do that. Like I couldn't just go AFK for half an hour.
Should we really be off with it?
On today's episode of RJ Rants, computers. Trying to find an old photo. I couldn't find it. Old photo? Old photo of what? Like of you?
Rain outlines your fate. Know my sword. Rain cutter. Shine down.
Everyone's okay.
Uh-oh. Am I gonna be able to hit those guys up there?
Make yourselves at home.
The one with the Ganyu face? Oh, like a meme?
Know my sword.
There is no escape. I see everything.
Man, Hyper Bloom is just OP, man. Right? Like, once like it's so low investment, and even with the low investment, it's already really good.
Everybody stand back! Huh?
Boba, get them!
The pyro slime is burning. So, which of you guys have tried Star Rail? Star Rail's finally out since yesterday. A lot of big-ish Genshin creators seem to be jumping on the hype train. They're getting into Star Rail, and understandable, especially because it's a new game. So there's going to be an insane amount of hype around it at first. So yeah, that's going to be a lot of views over the next few weeks or months, maybe even a year or more. Okay, so a lot of videos on my feed are about this Seele, whatever. This character. What is this? Is this like a limited character banner? So apparently it's the first ever like character banner, like Venti was back then. Getting a shot, not bad so far. Energetic in terms of RPGs. Okay, well, it's limited. All right. So I've seen like only a few videos of the beta footage, but it was like not like very early beta. It was like the later beta testing, not like the earliest ones. So it's like closer to its final form compared to like the earlier ones. I don't know what would have changed between now and then.
Witness the power of Gugwa. Know my sword.
I'm sure a lot probably changed, but so but at least like I've gotten the basic idea of what gameplay is like, and so it seems very Genshin-ish, right? Obviously, MiHoYo knows that this and that part of the formula, they work. And they did the same thing with Genshin too, right? They took what they knew worked well from Honkai Impact. They did the same thing with Genshin Impact. And then they spent like $100-200 million on it. And they got billions back. So you could bet they're doing the same thing with Honkai Impact, or sorry, Honkai Star Rail, but with the same amount of polish as Genshin.
Think you can bully me? I'm going in! Nice and spicy. You're toast!
And by polish, I mean like character models, character animations, balancing for new characters, elemental reactions, stuff like that. Because they've done a very good job with that in Genshin Impact so far. And while power creep has happened, it's just almost impossible to avoid it in a gacha game. But they've done a very good job of it, that they've made this gacha game, this AAA $100-200 million budget video game, probably more, into something that made them like into something like that typically doesn't happen, right? Gacha games typically only run like a year, maybe a few years, and then like Genshin doesn't seem to have shown any signs of like dying, because the high was so high back then. A year ago, people thought, oh, Genshin's dying, because the high was so high, and then like a year ago, Genshin started sloping in terms of like popularity and hype, etc. But the low didn't go down low enough that the game is going to die. No, it's like far from it. Should I go 28 crit damage with 194, 18 crit rate? Right, 28 crit rate, 194 crit damage. Okay, so I'm assuming, I'm looking at the ratios you're giving me, I'm assuming this is for Blizzard. I don't know, like, it's up to you. Like, for me, I would prefer the slightly higher crit rate. But it's up to you. I just prefer, my preference is just more consistency. In fact, yeah, like if I ever, so I have one Ayaka, right? Across all my accounts, I have one Ayaka, and if I don't have 4 Blizzard on her. I just have like a broken set on her. So if I ever did have a 4 Blizzard, I would still try to aim for at least 40 or 45 crit rate, because you're not always gonna be able to fight freezable enemies, and in fact sometimes you're gonna have to fight enemies that can't even be, you can't even put cryo on. So with, like, let's say you're fighting an Electro Slime, you can't put cryo on it, so you're immediately losing with 20 plus 15, 35 crit rate, because 15 is from cryo resonance and 20 from the 2-piece, is it 2-piece? No, it's like half of the 4-piece Blizzard, right? So that's like from, okay, you're supposed, like, let's say something that's unfreezable, let's say non-freezable enemies versus an Electro Slime. So let's say you have 18 crit rate, 18 plus 35, what is that? Let's say 20, 55. So you have 53% crit rate. Okay, but then because it's an Electro Slime, instead of having 53% crit rate, you have 18% crit rate. So it just feels bad, and that's why I don't even, like, I'm not even ever planning to farm for Blizzard on my Ayaka, because I just prefer consistency over seeing bigger numbers. Is it just me? I'm seeing folklore. What is this folklore thing? It doesn't. Is it a character? The name does not sound like a character name. It sounds like It sounds like a story. What is that? Okay, that's a pretty good take on it. I've seen from experience, not much has changed. Hey, Star Rail is basically Honkai Impact with Genshin UI, only way better. Okay, that's a pretty blunt take on it. But I gotta say, yeah, I cannot disagree with that. Resident Forehead main. I'll say this: 2K attack matters more. Yeah, that's true actually. That is actually true. Cause like, especially if you're going for Blizzard, crit rate and crit damage are like, there's like a flood. You have an overabundance of crit ratio. Attack is something that you should, typically people kind of ignore attack, right? People just go for crit ratio because typically just by giving them a level 90 weapon, typically and then like all the attack buffs, for example, like from Bennett, from Kujosaro, or whoever, from 4 Noblesse, 4 Millilith, people kind of just get the like enough attack to maximize their attack, crit rate, and crit damage ratios. But with Ayaka, you can't really put Bennett in it, right? The only attack buff you can get, attack buffs you can get in Ayaka Freeze are probably what, 4 noblesse, maybe 4 millilith if you have if you put 4 millilith on your Mona or Kokomi, sure. But if you don't, then you have 4 noblesse. Okay, 4 noblesse. That's 20% attack. That's, well, it's not nothing, but it's also not a lot. Especially because people typically, when farming for artifacts for a typical attack scaling, crit scaling DPS, they hyper focus on keeping artifacts that have crit rate and crit damage, and just completely ignore artifacts that have ER or attack. So in a lot of cases, people's Ayakas are actually lacking a lot of attack. What's up, RJ? You joining the Star Rail bandwagon? I would if only I had time, man. If only I had time, but not. Oh no. Actually, you know what? Not only if I had time. Okay, so I have to say this up front. I'm not interested in Star Rail's gameplay. I just don't like turn-based games, especially the way because there are some turn-based games, right, where you can just skip the whole battle, because technically it's, while it's happening like physically, right, it is happening physically, like you can see it happening. Someone's hitting someone with a sword, it does this amount of damage, it does this element, it does this elemental reaction, etc. You see it happening. But if you remove the 3D assets, the textures, the whatever's on the screen, if you remove all of that, it all boils down to math and code. Like, yeah, code, lines of code doing what they're designed to do, and math. So even if they completely erased all the 3D assets, the animations, the textures, everything on your screen, and they just showed you the codes, the lines of codes that are running, and the math that's going on with your stats and the enemy stats, that's it. That's the turn-based game right there. It's based all around that. And it could just happen, boom, just like that, because the computer just computes it in like a split second. And I don't want to have to waste time on watching this sword falling down, this burst animation, like doing its thing. It's just way too much. It's just not, I don't know, I feel like I'm wasting time. It's kind of how I feel about it. I feel like I'm wasting so much time, and I don't know. I have no idea. I haven't played it myself, so I don't know if you could skip the battles or whatever. Yeah, if you want a turn-based game, yeah, there's TCG, and TCG is actually, I'm actually thankful for TCG existing in Genshin, because it gave me a better idea of what Star Rail is going to be like. The turn-based like format, at least the turn-based format that comes out of Hoyo, that comes out of Hoyo's developers. So I'm not saying it's a bad game. I'm just saying I don't like it. I don't like the gameplay. I feel like I'm using up more time than I need to do one thing. And another thing too, it's not just about the game too, it's also about me. Like, I'm not a very smart person. I think I've mentioned that plenty of times. I'm not a very smart person. So because there's elemental reactions going on, there's the turn-based thing going on, based on this stat, that stat, I don't know what the stats names are, but there are, I'm sure, because it's a turn-based game, I'm sure there are stats that decide who goes first, right? So I can't, like, there's a lot to think about when calculating, like, you're not actually having to do the math yourself, but formulating a plan around. It's like chess, right? Like, It's like chess. You have to think about like what happens is step 1, step 2, step 3. Like who goes next? Who goes next? What if my character goes first before this character? This element disappears because of another turn. This element stays on there because my character applied their element first, before their turn, right? And I am not smart. I'm sure I can like formulate a plan if I had enough time. But then that would mean I'd be sitting there for forever deciding what my next move is. It's like, yeah, chess. It's I would say it's somewhat like chess. Yeah, thinking like 50 steps ahead. If I do this, what's gonna happen in 50 steps from now? If I do this, if I do A, what's gonna happen in 50 steps from now? What if I do B, what's gonna happen in 15 turns from now? If I do C, what's gonna happen in 15 turns from now? Stuff like that. And it's not something that I would enjoy doing. Especially because there's also the time factor. Me sitting there, formulating this plan, not doing anything because I can't decide yet. I feel like I'm gonna use up so much time just to decide A, B, or C. It's like me in high school all over again. it's like me in high school all over again in a final exam, and I didn't study for it. Deciding, trying to think, if I do this answer, if I choose A, what's gonna happen to my life in the future if this is wrong, if this is right. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's just too much time used up for every single decision. Oh my god, I remember Summoner's War. I hated it. I never actually played Summoner's War, but it's quite popular, isn't it? I heard a lot of people talk about it. Maybe I should use Dendro Traveler. Yeah, maybe I should. Well, you know what? Never mind. Okay, I just want an emergency healer for whenever I need it. Shielder, of course. The fact that I played it for like 7 years was the worst. Lol. Wait, what? Okay, how is it that bad if you played it for 7 years? Honkai Star Rail ratings 3.7 on the Play Store? Hey bro, how are you? Yo, what's up Itachi? Sorry man, I was rambling. I couldn't see your message, but yeah. I'm good man, I'm good. I've been really tired this week because like a lot of stuff had to get changed in my schedule, and I've said this many times before. I'm not a very smart person. In fact, like I can easily say and actually confirm that I'm like mentally slow. I'm not retarded, but I'm just slower than the average person. So every time something changes in my schedule, it throws me off so much that everything else in that day that didn't get changed feels harder for me to do, which makes me a lot more tired at the end of the day. And that's kind of what happened to me this whole week.
How about I take you on a walk?
Also, what was that about? In this episode of RJ Rants, why RPGs suck and why RJ is stupid. Alright, I love it. I love it. That could be a title. I like how character design has progressed. The triple twin tail is now a thing in Star Rail. That looks cool. I'm not gonna lie, that looks cool. It's very fantasy-ish, but at the same time, it's also weird because like it is fantasy, but like Star Rail isn't it also like part technology, right? It's also part sci-fi. So it's like, what is it? Is it magic? Is it fantasy? Is it sci-fi? What is it?
I see everything.
Is it Gundam or Naruto? Make up your mind. No, it's a great game. I think I'm pretty sure it's a great game. The other thing too is that Star Rail is just is very niche. So I think Star Rail is going to do very well financially, but I don't think it's while okay. So there's no reason for me to compare it to Honkai to Genshin Impact, right? Because it's a different game. I should just talk about it as if it's its own game.
I see everything.
That's too far.
Rain outlines your fate. Rain cutter.
But because it's from the same developer, it's very hard not to compare. Because it's like good is subjective, right? And it's very hard to be subjective if there's nothing to compare something to. Like for example, if you say curry is good, like someone's curry is good, how do you know how good it is? If you say like homemade curry from someone who just learned how to cook is good versus like a professional chef curry, right? Like how do you know how good it is? Like if you say, wow, this curry is good, like what is the meaning of that good? So there also has to be some comparison. I'm using comparison to another game from the same developer to like, I guess, to make it clear the point that I'm trying to make. Don't know, Dragon Spine from Wish. Wait, what?
I wasn't waiting for you.
I know I am now at the Dragon's Spine from Wish. What is that? Bro, yo, what's up, Ice Bear? How's it going, man? Did you try Star Rail? Genshin Impact hit different? Yeah, so Genshin Impact had a lot of things a lot of really good things going for it. So number one, it released in the pandemic when every other game developer was basically closed, and it's a mobile game, so even without a PC can play it, and it's a free-to-play game, and they were super generous at the beginning, so people were just playing it because even if you didn't spend enough money, any money at all, you could still like have a lot of fun with it. And Genshin is also a rather revolutionary game.
What else?
It's because of the type of game it is. It's an overworld game. Sorry, not overworld, but it's an open world game. Excuse me, by the way. I'm having a little bit of a snacky snack. It's an open world game, plus the fact that it has RPG elements to it, and so it also has an anime vibe to it, like the aesthetic and the story. And in fact, the story isn't even like, it is, yeah, kind of anime-ish, but it's also a very, you could even compare it to something like a novel, right? And not only that, but there's also the very unique elemental system. Alright, so I think Genshin Impact's Star Rail's not gonna reach the same high as, Star Rail is not gonna reach the same high as Genshin Impact because it's a more niche game type. It's a more niche game type. It's a turn-based, so there will be less people that might be appealed to it. It appeals to a little bit, no, maybe not a little bit, but a lot, a lot less people.
Let's light it up.
Nice and spicy. Out of the frying pan. Access denied.
The story is literally just get on the space train. Spoilers, by the way, spoilers. This system existed in this game. Bought me immediately, followed by the art disgorge. Yeah. Oh yeah. That thing too. Pity system, right? I don't actually, before Genshin, I actually had little to no experience with gacha games, and I may have played gacha games before, but I just didn't know that there was a gacha like genre of games. I didn't know that was an entire genre of games. I'm not sure. But more or less, Genshin is like the first gacha game that I played that I actually knew was a gacha game. And I don't know if other gacha games have a sort of pity system. I imagine some of the older ones probably didn't. Oh, whoa! Whoa, chill out, Coco Goat. Chill out, man, chill out. No need to be so rough here. No need to be so rough, man.
Let me weave you a
Let's be gentle with the merchandise, okay? Ow. Sometimes I don't like the fact that I've what is it? That I'm now able to turn up the settings. Because sometimes turning up the settings, like, there's just so many effects on the screen. Oops. I'm sorry, Barbara. Bye. Did he just speak Hindi? Who? Wait, who? Who spoke Hindi? You see Summoner's War, and you see people draw like 500 times to get like 4 to 5 4-stars. What? Okay, wait, what? That's Summoner's War? Wait, how is that a thing? Like, how are... Okay, maybe my perception's a little bit weird, because my only experience of actually pulling on a gacha game is Genshin. So, if that's like the norm in Summoner's War, people probably don't mind it.
We're way behind schedule.
Because that's what they're used to. Maybe I heard wrong. No, I spoke Hindi. What did I say? I don't think I did. I also don't know how to speak Hindi. Also, what's up, Kurasa? Are you someone I know that just changed their name? Oh, did you play Summoner's War 2, Nashidi? Fire Emblem here is 3% drop rate. Sheesh! Those rates, man, that's awful.
If you lie on the grass, you can feel the heartbeat of the world.
Oh, now that you mentioned rail, I just realized. Okay, so Spartan, you said the story is just get on the train. I mean, technically it is Star Rail, right? So like, isn't the from the title? Isn't the title just doesn't it just mean you have to get on the rail?
Shouldn't get careless.
The Temple of Wisdom.
Oh. Let me out. Okay.
Witness the power of there is no escape.
Okay. All right. Okay. Let me try that again. Whole game is so dependent on your luck. It basically isn't even like able to plan on counter plan or think smart when an enemy gets like luck even once. Oh, okay. So it's like completely no, like I mean you may be able to like plan to some degree, right? It sounds that's kind of what it sounds like to me. It seems like you can plan to some degree, but then like sometimes even with like all the planning in the world, you could still like get screwed over.
Time to act. Witness the power of
You could still get screwed over by RNG. Star Rail Space Train. Yeah, well, you know, right? Star Space Rail Train.
the insolent shall be.
Okay.
Everybody stand back. Let's light it up.
Nice and spicy. You're toast.
Okay, this is awful.
Didn't see that. Born of ice and frost.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna try this again. I remember having a lot of trouble with this the first time because I kept trying to do elemental reactions, you know, melt, but instead like failing.
I'll protect us.
Ah! Okay, the bubble was like right next to me. I should really turn down the effects on this thing.
This was well done.
Oops. Well, I walked into that one.
Ring cutter. Hasn't my guard down.
Wait, what? Who had a slamming shot?
Ready, step.
Oh. RJ Diona isn't built, I guess. Yeah, she's not. Also, like I said, like you can see on the screen, right? This isn't my account, and I don't really care to have to build stuff on it. Like I just want to get in here, do stuff, and get out. Oops. Wait, what? Someone overloaded me. Oh, it's one of those bats. Oops.
Focus. No touching.
All right,
Just
get
way
out.
of practice.
Thank you. I don't care about you bats. What the? I've never seen a bat do that before. Do they have they always had that attack pattern where like one of them looked like it was charging at me? Wait, Star Rail, who would you okay, what a question. I almost read that out loud. I don't think reading it out loud once will get me into too much trouble. But I imagine some people might get shocked. I need you to go AFK. There you go.
No, my sword. Let me weave you. There is no escape. Time to act.
There we go. This happened without Zhongli. That is true. That is true. Using a melt team with no shielder or anyone that has damage or no, sorry, resistance to interruption feels awful. What the?
No touching. Where are you?
Oh. Okay, one's down.
Over here. Blink.
Alright, the annoying bit's gone. Okay.
Everybody stand back!
Nice and spicy.
Could okay, what?
Let's light it up!
Mercy.
And we're done. That was a lot easier. Okay, I don't actually remember. Was I able to do floor 11 on its bro's account? I don't remember. Is he married? Yes, I am. Watching the cutscene with camera action. I really went leave some room for. Wish it was what? Wait. Okay. What? Why is it already starting to sound sus? Floor 10, chamber 3. Okay, so I guess I didn't do floor 11. All right, so I'm not gonna give myself a headache over it. That's it. I'm getting out of here. There you go. It's bro. You are not here in chat today, but you're welcome. I'm swapping over to Raj's account. Okay, Raj. Where is it? Ah, here it is. Excuse me, guys. I'm just swapping accounts. Swapping over to Raj's account. Didn't really have much to do today. Oh. I copied and pasted an extra thing. Ah, there. I forgot. What server was this on again? Asia, yeah, okay. Cool. Bronya for the win. 5-star I got in the game. First little girl with a robot bodyguard. You know, robot bodyguard sounds like Sandrone. That does sound like Sandrone, actually. Alright, that actually does sound like Sandrone very much. Have you tried Star Rail? No. No, I've only seen footage, like beta footage of it, but no. I think Star Rail is gonna stay for a good long while. But I feel like what's gonna happen with Star Rail is more or less the same that happened to Genshin. Right, like insane amount of hype at first, a lot of money in the at the early stages. After like a year, 2 years, it's gonna slowly roll downhill, but then it's gonna settle just at the point where it continues to make money. So it makes sense to continue developing it and updating it and continue to just consistently have version updates, new characters, new regions, whatever. It's going to make a good amount of money that it's just going to be, they're going to be able to continue to keep the game on and doing its thing. Kind of what happened with Genshin Impact as well. But I feel like it might be a little harder with Honkai Star Rail because looking at it, it's a AAA game. It really is a AAA game. Like if you look at the character models, the textures, like how good it looks, how good the animations feel, how smooth they are. It's a AAA game. You cannot doubt that. So compared to Honkai Impact, while Honkai Impact is also really good looking game, it's not as like high. How would I describe this? It's not as highly polished as like Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail, so it's not going to be as expensive to keep it going. Whereas Honkai Star Rail might have a slightly higher budget when it comes to like keeping it going, but because Star Rail is a more niche kind of game, right? It's a turn-based game. And of course, it has the uniqueness that it has, like the elemental system and this whatever story it has, the characters that it has, the character kits that it has, whatever stuff that's unique about it. Sure, it only is in Star Rail, but overall, it's a turn-based game compared to like okay. So we have Genshin now. Genshin has kind of plateaued already. We're now at the point where Genshin isn't dying, but it's also not growing anymore. Right, like people, like we still have new players here and there, but old players are also quitting, right? So it's not growing, but it's also not dying. And I'm talking about both the player base and like the income that they generate. So, but because Genshin is like a more, because it's a less niche kind of game. In fact, it has a lot of like it caters to a lot of different kinds of people. Are you a cosplayer that just really likes anime and like cute outfits? You like Genshin. Are you an anime fan that likes watching the story? Genshin. Are you a combat game nut that loves really unique like combos and whatever? Genshin. Do you just like open world exploration and like getting lost in the world and like running around doing whatever? Genshin, right? Like Genshin caters to a much wider demographic of people compared to Star Rail. So that has me worried about Star Rail, although they have been able to do it with Honkai Impact, so I'm sure they're going to be able to do it with Honkai Star Rail as well. Yeah, so that's kind of my thoughts on like long-term, like how Star Rail is going to be in the long term. I think it's going to be fine. It's going to work out just like Honkai Impact has been, but it's going to be, because it's a AAA game, it's gonna have higher costs to keep it going. What, low content, no end game, but anime style and open world RPG does to gamers, right? Yeah, that is Genshin. That is very much Genshin. What you just described. Dev's been stalking. wait, Hoyo, Devs, are you there? Please, if you're stalking me, I love your games. Your games are awesome. You guys are the best. Okay, let's set the record straight. Okay, love you, Mihoyo. Turn-based battles not my style. Yeah, me too. I talked about it earlier why I don't like turn-based games. I just feel like it uses up so much more time than it actually needs. Love you, Mihoyo, RJ. Bro's gonna win 50-50s for the rest of his life now. Man. If only I could win the 50-50 that actually matters, right? The 50-50 that actually matters is, are you going to succeed in life or are you going to fail in life? That's the real 50-50 that actually matters. if I win that 50-50, I don't care about losing every other 50-50. Yep. Yep. RJ, have you been drinking your cocoa goat milk? What do you mean? I haven't. I'm fine. Really. I'm fine. I'm fine. I don't need cocoa goat milk. Who needs cocoa goat milk? If only I could have won the 50-50 in my ex's heart. Ah, man. Them's the real 50-50s, right? Life's a 50-50. Cocoa goat sus warm milk, right? Like, okay, like the question is, how did you keep, right? Like, if you somehow, like, let's say you live in the mountains, somehow someone delivers you warm milk, like, by hand, and you don't see, like, any warming device that they have. Like, you gotta ask yourself, how in the world did they keep that warm? I'm sure they kept it warm by, you know, by some methods. I'm sure they used some way. There's some way that they would have kept it warm throughout the whole journey. Okay, no Nahida. Who do we need? Okay, Pyro. All right, so let's say Yunjin. Is Yunjin raised? Yes. Okay. And am I dumb? Hang on. Am I dumb, or is this how it's supposed to be? I got a feeling this is how it's supposed to be. Okay, so first I gotta check if Bennett has enough ER for this kind of gameplay. No, definitely not enough ER. Oh, that's why. Okay. Do you have an ER sword like Skyward? Nope. Alright, that's rough. Alright, how are we gonna make this work? Don't fall for those 3D girls, bro. Play waifu gacha games and get those 2D pixelated ones. Alright. Rational? Yeah, okay. I guess I can use rational. But I will need cryo on the second half because like these guys are annoying. Okay, maybe no, like because like everything is like super spread out on the first half, and everything is like very like everything just bounces around, right? Because they're all like super staggerable enemies. I would prefer to just like Yoimiya it and just stand around until everything's dead, and that's Yoimiya. Like I'm just like okay, like what's the like the JoJo meme, like the like the quick punching meme. Insert that right here. Okay, I guess it's gonna be fine. I can just deal with like the low ER Bennett. It's not low, by the way. Like 190 is like good enough for rational, but not in this case. Not for like melt Ganyu. That's it. Muda.
Witness the power of Gua.
Break a leg.
Oops, that's the wrong character.
Observe.
I meant to go on. Okay. I meant to go on Yaban. All right, it's fine.
Light show.
It's fine. It's fine. We didn't completely screw that up yet. Okay.
Rain cutter. Game's up. Fun's over. Busted.
Your grand finale. Unleash. Fire hazard.
Man, I gotta get me a Yoimiya one day. What the? What? What? Oh, okay. Alright, sorry, that was weird. I just got
Witness the power of Gwa. Rain
something
outlines-
white just flashed on my screen, and apparently it's like a program on my computer that just told me to update. Pre C4 Shangli is still very strong, still plenty strong, but I gotta admit it feels pretty bad because
Things are about to get dicey.
it's not only you're not only losing
Break aloud. Unleash. Fuse is lit.
you're not only losing the 40% like uptime of what is it called, Pyronado. You're also losing
Here comes the
more uptime when you're able to go on the field with your other characters while Pyronado is going, and that is actually a lot more than just 40% uptime on Pyronado, because while Pyronado is going, it's applying Pyro, right? So that's your chance to apply other elements to do elemental reactions. But because your Pyronado like you only have a few more seconds left of Pyronado by the time that you're on the field with your other characters to do other elemental reactions. Like, that's a lot more overall team DPS lost. But it's, Xiangling is not unplayable just because she's not C4. It just doesn't feel as good to play her. No on RJ's stream. Wait, what? My PC froze during Yelan burst. It did? Yeah, 40% Yeah, it like if you calculate it that way, it is more or less a 40% damage increase. But that's like the damage increase is like per rotation, but it's actually like let's say in a team like Rational, for example, right? That's actually a little bit more than 40% because okay, like please someone tell me if my math is absolutely wrong. Like I always say, I'm not very smart. So I could be absolutely wrong. But there is so much, like most of the, let's say, okay, so it's only 10 seconds, right? Before C4. Is it 10 seconds? Yeah, 10 seconds, I think. Right? So, and let's say 6 or 7 seconds of that is just you rotating through your character's abilities. And you only have 3 seconds left to actually be on the field with your other characters and start doing elemental reactions along with Pyronado. National with Yai instead of Raiden. Yashnal. Wait. Would that work? No, it would be weird because Yai is very single target and Rational is, well, okay, Xingqiu is single target as well. Xiangling is AoE. Maybe in single target it's similar, but you don't get the energy generation from Shogun, and that's kind of why we run Shogun in Rational, because it means you can run Rational with a little bit less ER, or you can run it a little bit more comfortably because you generate energy for the team. Yeah, it's because that's the thing though. National is already like, it's similar to like Hyper Bloom, right? Where you have your Dendro, you have your Hydro, and you have your Electro, and that's it. Like, the fourth character almost doesn't matter. I mean, like, it'll increase or decrease the damage of the team, depending on who you put as the fourth character. And it's the same thing with National, because like you got Xingqiu there, Bennett, and Xiangling, and then the fourth character almost doesn't really matter, like because you have like the core 3 characters. So the fourth character can really be whoever. Like, you put Jinyan in there if you want. Oh, you have wait, I'm dumb. Am I dumb? I didn't even see that he has Shinha. Okay. I might want to try that. Hang on. Which side would it be preferable? Okay. So no Venti. Sucrose isn't used, so that's not gonna crowd control anyone. No Kazuha. Okay, we can't Morgana our way out of this. Some level 20 Sucrose is not gonna crowd control anyone. Yo, what's up, Flashy Shades? Good to see you, man. Sucrose is level 20, so he's not gonna crowd control anyone. Can you hear audio? Because I'm not clicking anything. Lol. She is better getting wrapped in vines than getting. Wait. Who? Save Yai for Dendrocon. Oh no! Oh no! Oh. All right. That's that image is in my head now. You have planted a new image in my head of Yai, and it's gonna be impossible to get rid of that image. I mean, not that I want to get rid of it, but you know, it's gonna be impossible to get rid of it. Man, Yai's great. Don't have Nahida. Okay, so alright, but Dendro Traveler's not raised, so Raj, I don't like. Okay, you're still here, right? don't work with Ganyu. That's why. Arjun says Sucrose don't work with Ganyu. Well, I mean, it's not that she doesn't work. She just doesn't work as well as, you know, as with Venti and Kazuha. Yeah, I mean, like, for example, okay, so because Sucrose's thing is she's Animo, right? So her thing is she applies the 4VV, which is, you know, elemental resistance reduction, which is great. Okay, and her other thing is a little bit of crowd control. Of course, not as good as with Venti or Kazuha, but it's still some crowd control. But her other thing too is elemental mastery sharing, which is useless in a cryo team because freeze doesn't do any damage. So I wouldn't say Sucrose doesn't work with Morgana, but it's not as great as Venti. And there's also like a big part of her kit that is kind of getting wasted, the elemental mastery sharing, where it would be better just to use Sucrose for some other team. Hang on, I don't actually. Did you? Your account's pretty strong. I'm gonna assume you've made it to floor 12. Hang on. $21 stars. 33. Okay. Yeah. It did make it to floor 12. My brain overload. Are you okay, Nashidi? Alright. So I'm trying to think. Like, I don't really need to min-max this very much, but I also don't want to have much trouble, like, just with floor 10. So I don't want to take too much time building like the perfect team, because this is only floor 10 and I can kind of just bang my head against this. But I also don't want to make floor 10 harder on myself. Alright, you know what? Whatever. Let's just go with the same team. Yeah, the same team should still work. Who was it? Okay. And okay. Alright, so Raj, my question is, so you raised Fischl and you raised Yaimiko. And okay, so I understand that Dendro is not necessary just because you're raising electro characters, right? I understand that, but it would just be so much better if you had Dendro characters. Like, you didn't even raise your Dendro Traveler, which you don't even have to farm for. You could just raise them. You could just ascend them because the ascension mats are free. And you don't even need to level up his talents, because he just needs to apply Dendro. He doesn't need to do personal damage. Diluc. No, man, I can't do that to myself. Especially not because, like, there's no animal character here. Like, I guess Jean is here, but like, I don't even know if she's using oh, I forgot to put the text on the screen there. Yeah, I don't even know if she has 4VV or not. I don't know if you're interested or not interested in Nahida, Raj, but I would, you know, because you have Yai, right? I would definitely recommend getting Nahida, or at the very least raising Dendro Traveler. What the?
Quietly now.
Wow, those bursts expired quickly.
Rain cutter. No, my sword. And step.
I just eat and hit nothing. That's fine.
Things are about to get dicey. Busted.
I actually really enjoy playing
Let me weave you a verse.
Yaimiko
Rain
with
outlines your
Kainari,
fate. Strike is
especially
one.
in single target.
Step. The fuse is lit.
Or not necessarily in single target, but like when dealing with fewer high HP enemies, like maybe some ruin graders or a few ruin enemies compared to AoE content. Are you done dancing around, good sir? There you go. Thank you very much.
No touching. We're way behind schedule.
Pairing the foxes together works well. Okay, alright. Wait, is Tainari a fox? I thought it was something else. C1 Tainari? What is C1 Tainari? I don't remember.
Here comes the catch.
I don't remember.
Law of the jungle.
Gotcha. Witness the power of Gugwa.
Flag slide. Unleash. Break a leg. Time for a light show.
Time for a light show. Uh-oh. No! Okay. Well, whatever. Alright.
Oh, my sword.
Let's just...
Things are about to get dicey.
Okay, let's just deal with it.
Let me weave you a verse.
Oops.
And step.
Is this Fab Lamp? He is something akin to foxes? Oh, okay. Like, you mean some sort of like wild dog or something?
For Rex Lapis.
Let's light it up.
Crit rates and using charge shots. Oh, that's okay.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
That's interesting. He got ears, don't he? Yeah, he does. He does. So I guess he's some sort of like wild dog. Okay, you know what? I just had a random thought. Who or where was that first? Like, did that first become a thing? Like, animal people in fantasy lore, in fantasy games or stories or whatever. Where did that first become a thing? Maybe I should use my burst toss. I just kind of completely ignore Yai's burst, or sorry, Yoimiya's burst whenever I'm using her because I don't know what it does and I don't know if it's even useful.
Ring cutter.
Flags up. Strike is one.
That all you got?
Okay, please stop freezing me.
Gotcha.
Now you're
Body
testing
and
my
know my
patience.
sword. Witness the power. Here comes the catch.
Observe.
Again.
Finnegan or something, I guess. Animal humans have been a thing since old fairy tales. Big Bad Wolf, first anime character. Yeah, okay. Now that you mentioned that, that's actually true. They have been around like even before, like from like really old fairy tales. But like like the current form of animal people. Like
Solidify.
and when I say the current form of animal people, like the animal people that we have now that are like humans, like with animal features, like an animal tail, animal ears. Like what about elves? Like where did they come from? Like all this fantasy stuff.
Everybody stand back.
At the frying pan.
I'm not trapped in here with you. You're trapped in here with me. You guys see that? What is it called? Minute? No, not Minutemen. What was it called? Hang on. Well, Watchmen. Yeah. Have you guys seen that movie? I think it's a great movie. I understand it's from a book, right? But like and I also, from what I know, the movie is like pretty accurate to the book too, and that just tells me that it's pretty well written, and I think the movie is underrated. It's not the best movie ever out there, but the way it was written, like the deep topic of the concept that humans can't be trusted with their own fate, and lying to humans to set them on a specific path is just better than to tell them the truth. I don't know. I really liked it. I liked the I guess like the idea of the movie and the book as well. And the actors did a really good job of like their jobs as well. Like I know that they're not like some random actors. Like they were actually like pretty known Hollywood actors, but they did a really good job of like making you feel like how like hopeless it is in their situation. I've watched it and I've rewatched it like maybe 5 to 10 times. I just thought it was so good. I guess you and Mia might do fine on the other side, and then Rational on the first half. Yeah, definitely. Alright, time to bring out the big guns. And, okay, so is Yunjin actually built? I feel like she's using a level 1 weapon. I feel like I haven't seen her generate white particles. Oh, what? Oh, ooh, okay. What is this? Also, why? Okay, that's fine. At least we have another. Okay. Alright, I swear I thought it was this thing. The weapon that I was using. Missive Windspear, I thought it was this. Because I noticed that Yunjin wasn't making any particles, any Favonius particles at all. So I was pretty sure it wasn't Favonius, but I didn't really pay attention to whether it was Favonius. Does Norse and Greek really have wild and good mythologies? Hey RJ, how are you doing? What's up, man? I'm good. I'm happier today. The last few days have been super tiring. Like the last 2 evenings have been so tiring that I've just wanted, like I went into that state of mind again. And I haven't done this in a really long while. I went into that state of mind where I kind of just wanted to give up everything. I don't know if any of you have experienced that. Like you get so mentally tired that you kind of just want to drop everything instantly, like not even asking for a leave. You just kind of want to walk out of the office and just never talk to anyone. You just want to be alone. I've like and because it's the weekday, all my classes are in the evenings, and I felt that way through through the past 2 days, throughout all my classes in the evenings, and it was awful. I've just been tired. Can relate, yeah, right? Like it's okay, yep. Rational, done deal. I've been feeling the same after my exams ended. Oh, okay. Well, that's fine, right? At least, like, it's after the exams ended. and not before the exams.
You're toast! Nice and spicy.
Rain cutter.
Inazuma shines eternal. Everybody stand back!
Everybody stand back.
Goma, get them!
Let me weave you a web.
Torn to oblivion!
Whew, that just feels satisfying, man. I know this is just floor 11, but still, it just feels satisfying.
Gather.
I have to admit though, this
Break a leg!
abyss is kind of hard.
Use a slit!
Like I'm looking at floor 11, and it's not easy. Okay, all right,
This is order.
pop. There we go.
Black slide!
Okay, come on, crit. Give me those. There we go. Thank you. I still don't have enough energy, and this Zhongli does not have any HP to make a proper shield. Oh, come on, get the birds.
Stabilize.
Well, maybe I should. Okay, I should not forget. Oh, this is on 4 Shiminawa. Oh, ooh. I did not think about these guys. Okay,
Solidify.
now how do we deal with this?
Flags up! Unleash! Coefficient down!
Can we do this? All right, let's see. Is this gonna work? Stay still.
Strike is one! Observe!
All right, it did kind of work, kinda.
Busted. Game's up. Fun's over.
Oh, we don't have our E because someone has an aura. Ah, it's you.
Flag fly!
Oh. Okay. Well, this is awful. Oh, there. Alright, finally got it. Thank you very much. Okay. No, I don't want to go back to college. Alright, you know what? I understand that feeling because I feel the same way every time I take a day off. So I don't often take a day off from work, right? Because like I don't earn a lot, right? So I can't really afford to have a regular day off. So, and sometimes I do, and I like if I take a day off of like more than one day, like 2 or 3 days off, I immediately don't want to go back to work anymore. Like I just want to retire. I just want to retire and live like in the I just want to live out in the middle of nowhere and like grow my own food.
Rain cutter.
I wanna just grow my own food, but then like my problem is that now it is not only just me. I have a family, and it's if I choose to live that way, like starting today, if I make that choice, what if my family is okay with it now? But what if like a few months from now or a few years from now they decide we want to go back to the city, we want to go back to society? How am I gonna get them back to society if I haven't had anything to do with society for a long time?
Solidify.
Things are about to get dicey.
Your grand finale! Observe!
This is order. Gather.
Gotta admit though, it feels satisfying to just burst the Zhongli and get 76k. Oh man, 48k Oniya. That feels nice.
Busted.
What is this? Is this Fab? Oh, it is Fab. Wow, we have 3 characters on Fab on this team. Or, oh no, sorry, not 3, 2 only. Yelan and Yunjin.
I will have order.
I missed. Oh no, I didn't. No, I did. Okay, there we go. We're fine.
Unleash. Break a leg.
Give me Fab particles. Okay. No, it's not enough. Give me a bit more. Okay. And we're good.
Fun's over.
Time for a light show.
Alright. Society sucks. Who rocks harder? John Lee or Jinyan? Or Huta? Okay. Alright, Hu Tao spelled with a W-H-O. Right, Hu Tao. Alright. That's why, okay, so for any of you who are just lurking and not like watching the watching chat, that's what I just read, and that's why I just sighed. So just now. Yo, what's up, guys?
Illusion shattered.
Haven't seen you guys in a while. Let's rock.
Let me leave you a bird.
Big guy.
My soul.
Torn to oblivion.
Okay. What? That did not do as much damage as I thought it would.
Shine down. I'm going in.
Maybe I should focus fire on this the cryo one, right? I feel like I should.
Power for what?
Because he's ranged, he's not gonna attack me. Like, he's not gonna just keep chasing me. I have to keep chasing it. Is the Hydro one tankier than the other ones? Because like I feel like he's the one that's typically that typically lasts longer.
No, my sword.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I like lasting longer. I like it when we last longer. That's always a good thing. Def Zhongli. The anti Zhongli team. Yeah, it was an anti 2 if you get his C2. Dongli definitely has a large rock. He definitely does. Yep. Okay. Good. Stay still.
Fire hazard.
Oh boy. Well, this is gonna take a while.
Stabilize.
Unstuck. Break a leg.
Here comes the catch.
Fuse is lit.
Okay, so which aura is the double Suldan aura?
Here comes the fireworks.
Solidify.
I'm not trapped in here with you. You're trapped in here with me. I love that line from
Gotcha.
what's his name? Rorschach.
Things are about to get dicey.
Strike is one. Unleash.
Definitely one of my favorite what is it? Fictional characters. Rorschach. Yeah, definitely one of my favorite fictional characters. You guys know what I'm talking about? Watchmen. Yeah, I would like, if you don't if you don't have any issues with depression and anything, I would recommend watching Watchmen. If you do have depression issues, please don't. 90k, right? Like, it is, I mean, okay, it is a DPS only after all. So, yeah, judging from the HP, I'm assuming this has nothing, this has no HP at all. If you don't, you will. Okay. Oh boy. All right. Ooh, I just realized. Okay, so let's check Dendro Traveler's energy recharge. Can we use him? No. Can we? Okay, well, whatever. I just need you to apply Dendro. Uh, we can't really do a Hyper Bloom team. $250 AR, that's comfy. I mean, like, really, it is. It is. Like, because if you have, let's say, only... So, 200 ER is a lot, right? But 200 ER on a character that you almost never put out on the field is... Like, you will not get their burst back on cooldown. Like, because, like, the way that I use Dendro Traveler to apply Dendro is, like, I kind of only swap to him once every rotation. E, Q, forget about him, and then until, like, the next rotation. Aggravate official, yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. That's why I'm checking out some of the builds. Alright, well, it looks like she's kind of built. Okay, but maybe just missing an artifact. Okay, so what is this? EM? No, that's ER. Ooh. Okay. EM. Okay. Alright, that's not bad. And then maybe attack. I hope you have an attack. One thing I've noticed is that very few people seem to keep attack percent goblets. very few people seem to keep attack percent goblets, and like, so while yes, in a lot of cases an attack goblet is less DPS than an elemental goblet or a physical one, but it's not by much. Not by much. And there really are situations where an attack goblet is better than an elemental goblet. Like, let's say if you're running DPS Kazuha, attack goblet is better than an animo goblet. Because when you press or hold E on Kazuha, his plunge attack is infused with some element. And that element is not, when it's infused with something, it's not going to be animo anymore. So your animo goblet is useless on that plunge. Was that an electro one? Oh, it was an electro one. Okay. Energy recharge. Nope. Okay. Dendro. Okay. 1500, 300 EM. Okay, this is stringless, right? Yeah, it is stringless. ER. Okay, that's fine because we're gonna have 2 electro characters anyway. What is Yai looking like? K with Will Smith. Alright, you know, the first time I heard someone call the Widsith Will Smith, I actually cracked. my brain split in two and I was like, what? I heard something familiar and then like I didn't immediately recognize that he said Will Smith instead of Widsith. And then when I realized, I was like, wait, what? Okay, so we have, now we need either a shielder or a healer, but then who do we use? Okay, so I guess we're gonna use, yeah, okay, maybe just a healer. Will Smith, really? Right? And the thing is too, the first first time I heard that was from Tenten, and the thing with Tenten is like, so he's really good with English, right? But like he still has the accent, and like he still occasionally has like, it's imperfect, right? And it's fine. That's part of his charm, and I love it. And I love it about him. And the fact that it came from him made it even better. To be fair, that weapon stuff, it does. Yeah, it does. It is very bursty though. Like if you can, if it's a very, so while it's a 4-star, it's a weapon that is better suited to like speedrunners. Right, despite being a 4-star. Because it's really hard, because it has so, like the downtime is so long. Right, how long does the buff last? Like what, 10 seconds? And then the downtime is like 20 seconds? That's as far as I remember. Oh no, I can't. Wait, I can't use rational on first half. Oh, that's fine. I'm dumb. It's rational is on second half. Well, what a dummy. Okay, what a dummy. All right, we're gonna be fine. I hope we're gonna be fine. No, that's dumb. I don't think this is gonna have enough DPS, by the way. Like I'm just looking at the stats, and it doesn't feel like it's going to be enough DPS. Zhongli doesn't really have a shield. Okay. Oh no! Okay, I picked the wrong side. Alright, I picked the wrong side. I thought the right one. Okay. Oh yes, that's right. By the way, so Zajef recently came out with a video, like sort of like a guide for this abyss, and it's like really detailed. I definitely recommend you guys go check it out. It's really, really detailed. Like, okay, like here for example, there's a little trick that he. Okay, so none of them did the thing. All right. So you have to pay attention to one of the crab ruin enemies, one of the crabs. So once you press this, don't move, and then pay attention to the 2 crabs, and then pay attention to which one of them looks like they're gonna jump. And what you're gonna do is ignore that one and go towards the other one. Like here, don't move. They're not gonna move, or they're not gonna jump. Okay, whatever. All right. So this is in case you guys need to, like, you're in a situation where you're only missing like a few more seconds to get your next star. Okay, just like that. And my reaction time was too slow. So if you guys have better reaction time than me, you guys will catch that. Because once you run towards the other one and the other one jumps towards you, that like you will have effectively grouped together those crab guys. My reaction time is just too slow to take advantage of this. That's why I can't take advantage of this mechanic. But at least I explained it to you. I don't need to show it to you because I physically am not capable of doing it because I am too slow. Ouch. I need to shield up first, really. There you go. Sorry. Stay still.
Emerge. Right here. A sight to behold. Right now. Emerge. Right now.
As you wish, me.
Is this a C6 official, by the way? I didn't really pay attention.
Right here. Emerge. Right now.
I summon thee!
This is order. Stabilize.
Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay. I'm surprised that you are still alive.
Right now. Nothing lasts forever. Right here. Emerge.
Spring forth.
Okay, official's almost dead.
Gather.
That's not great.
Oz revealed by
I really need to get you. So over here, the what I've
Right here.
done so far is like I typically focus fire. I typically keep following the Hydra one because the Hydra one is kind of, while he does go after you, but if he's not going after you, he's typically just standing around doing nothing.
I will have order. Solidify.
But the Electro one is like almost
Emerge.
always
Right
following
now.
you.
Emerge. A sight to behold. Right here. Emerge. Right here.
As you wish, me. Gather. Scatter. No rest for the wicked.
Emerge. Right now. Emerge.
Order guide you. Solidified.
I'm always watching. Right here. Emerge.
Midnight Ventat. Propagate. Spring forth. Stabilize.
Right here. Ha.
Oz revealed by
This is order.
I hope I hit them. Oh god, that was good. That was good. I hit them.
Gather. Scatter.
Shadow Raven!
Emerge. Right now. Right here. A sight to behold. Right now. Emerge.
Ow.
Dear me.
Solidify.
Okay, I need to go after you.
Scatter.
There we go.
Terminate. Stabilize.
Put
Right
this
now.
down.
Right here.
Right here. Right now.
Order guide you.
This is definitely not going quickly.
Solidify.
By royal decree!
Right now.
Spring forth.
Nothing lasts forever. Emerge. Right now.
Yeah, like I said, especially because
Wings!
the Electro characters hardly have any EM, and Aggravate is kind of, I mean, maybe not reliant, but like EM is pretty important for Aggravate. Yay, English VA is so what, man? Now you've got me curious. Okay. All right. Well, you said it, okay? All right, you said it.
Everybody stand back.
Isn't that like the fantasy of every like anime loving dude? Like you see like their anime character like is really hot, and then like they have a really hot voice as well, and at the same time like you look up their VA and they're also really hot. Isn't that like the dream?
Teamwork is dreamwork. Witness the power. Now you shall perish.
Okay, let's move over here, shall we?
Adventure time.
I mean, let's face it, we're not 3-starring this. But at least I can be ready.
No, my sword.
No, 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 no! Ah! Okay, okay. Alright, alright. We're fine. We got it. And so over here, you should be focusing on dodging this electro dude. Because, so especially in this case where we have Bennett, that means we're going to almost always have Pyro on ourselves. Which means this dude is going to keep overloading us. Especially because a lot of this Scorpion guy's attacks like keep pushing you forward, and like it's not ideal that you allow yourself to be pushed. So being able to dodge as many of the attacks, like not like that, as many of the Electro one's attacks is like better than just than avoiding, no, than getting hit by it and avoiding the Dendro one. This contrary beast is also unholy. Is it resistance that they have? I don't know. Like I guess so.
Right here. Emerge.
Odds reveal.
I will have order. Stabilize.
I don't exactly know how those consecrated beasts work, by the way. Like I kind of just YOLO.
Midnight fantastic.
Right here. Right now. Right here.
Gather. Order guide you.
This is pretty fun. DPS Zhongli build feels really fun. Because you know that the shield isn't going to last.
Nothing lasts forever.
Yeah, nothing lasts forever, right?
Right now.
You feel a little bit more on edge
Terminate.
than if you do with like a pure HP shield bot Zhongli. Come on, give me particles. There you go.
Emerge.
And it feels like if like I don't know, like I guess living on the edge feels better. Like it feels more exciting.
Stabilize.
Odds reveal.
I'm always watching. Right here. Right now.
Scatter.
Hey, did Yamiko's burst always work like that? So now it seems like when you press E, you seem to go through enemies. Like you seem to just phase through them. Did it always work like that?
Right now. Right here. Emerge.
Or is that a new thing?
By royal decree.
A sight to behold. Right now. Right here.
Scatter.
Wings of darkness.
Emerge. Right here. Emerge.
40 is 60% elemental. Alright, that's not great. Okay, that is a lot of resistance. Me stressing about school on the edge of failing isn't that fun. All right. Okay. Okay. I'll admit. That's that edge is an edge that you definitely want to steer clear of. Yeah.
Witness the power. Now you shall perish.
That is not the edge that I'm talking about.
Shine down.
Can he move over here? No. Okay. It looks like I'm just gonna have to.
Everybody stand back.
I'm just going to have to kill you where you stand.
Know my sword. Let me weave you a verse.
Gotta admit, Fav Xingqiu is like it feels more practical. Fav Xingqiu than compared to Saxord Xingqiu. It feels more practical because like you're only spending time to do 1 E instead of 2. And you more or less get the same amount of energy.
Inazuma shines eternal.
Oh my god. How did he... Okay.
Everybody stand back.
You're toast!
Let me read you a verse.
Now you shall perish!
Can you stagger this guy? How do you stagger this guy when he's doing that? I can't see what I'm doing! Okay.
Not good.
Not good is right, Xingqiu. Very not good.
Inazuma shines eternal.
He's doing this attack. Oh, wait. Okay.
Let's light it up.
Nope. Ah, we didn't iframe that, but we're fine. We're not dead.
That's gonna hurt in the morning.
That's gonna hurt. Now! Not in the morning.
Let me weave you a verse. Rain
Okay.
outlines your fate.
.6 Phase 2 banner release. Amos and Baizhu Sig. No Hunter Path. Hunter's Path lost cause at this point. Yeah, okay. Right. That's something I've asked like multiple times before.
Propagate.
So we have had characters.
Oz, reveal thyself!
We have had characters that are limited 5-star characters, right? But they were limited 5-star characters that were also moved to the standard banner, which means they're likely never going to have a rerun.
As you wish me.
So what's gonna happen to their limited 5-star weapons? Are we never seeing those limited 5-star weapons?
By royal decree,
So far we haven't seen a rerun of Hunter's Path.
Propagate.
wings of darkness!
I will have order. Stabilize.
Same goes for
Right here.
Dehya's signature weapon. Would you stop? There we go. Thank you. There you go. All right.
Spring forth.
Emerge.
Solidify.
Okay, so I guess this is not a C6 official.
Shadow Raven!
Propagate.
A sight to behold. Right now.
By royal decree!
Emerge. Right now. Emerge.
I summon thee!
Scatter. Order guide you. Gather.
Jade Spear. Well,
Right here.
no.
Right now.
Because, like, Jade Spear is, like, the other way around. Jade Spear is the other way around. Jade Spear is the weapon is a standard 5-star, but then the character is a limited 5-star. Like, Zhao is a limited 5-star. Right, so it's like the other way around.
No escape. Nice and spicy.
Know my sword.
And we're never going to have a Zhao rerun.
Let's
We're gonna have multiple Zhao reruns over the course of history.
teamwork is dreamwork.
You're toast. Robot, get
Torn to oblivion.
So Jade Spear, despite being a standard 5-star weapon, it is going to have its own banner.
Illusion shattered.
at the frying pan. Into the
I'm going in.
Eat this.
Witness the power of Guwa. Now you shall perish.
Do you have a team for Zhao by any chance? What do you mean? Like on my account? Or like do you have any idea of like any Zhao team?
Target practice.
If it's the latter, then no. But any like Zhao team suggestions? Sure. I'm not the most creative Zhao. Like I'm not the most creative Zhao like team builder out there, because like I have very little experience with Zhao. Like I guess yeah, it's just bog standard Sucrose Zhongli Bennett. Yeah, Sucrose Zhongli Bennett Zhao.
Right here. Emerge. Right now.
Propagate! Yeah, spring forth! Stabilize! I will have order!
I'm always watching. Emerge. Right here.
Wings.
Scatter!
Emerge. Right here.
Yeah!
By royal decree.
Germinate!
Shadow Raven.
Right now. Right here. A sight to behold. Emerge. Right now. Right here.
Oh, you need to come down. You need to come down, mister.
This is order!
Odds
Look at me
Emerge.
when I'm talking
right
to
now.
you.
Right here.
Propagate! Gather!
Oh, Senor RJ, yo, what's up? Hola, Sherry. I'm not Spanish, so I only know hola and nothing more.
Emerge. Right here. Emerge. Nothing lasts forever.
Germinate!
by royal decree.
Solidify! I will have order! Midnight...
Right here. Emerge.
Gotta admit, this is pretty fun.
Spring forth!
I'm just
Right here.
well, some people may think this is boring, but I think this is fun. Like, I'm actually having stuff to do. Like, how many rotations did I have to do for that? How is thy week? I desire thou art doing well. What? How was thy week?
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Thy week was not very amazing.
Body and the rain outlines your fate.
Thy, wait, thou, that, wait,
Ring cutter.
which one should I say? Thy or thou? What is thou? Thy is your, right? What is thou?
Shine down. I'm going in. Let me read you a verse.
Okay. Alright, there we go. Okay,
Target check. Now you shall storm.
so I typically recommend going for this animal one first.
No escape. Where do you think?
Especially because... Alright, and...
I have
Okay. We are using up way too much time on this. Thou art having excitement in game. You sound like Starfire. You sound like Starfire from Teen Titans. Like not like the new whatever Teen Titans has become now. No, not that. But like the better one, the better Teen Titans.
Propagate.
Emerge.
Oh man.
Come on out.
Okay.
Stabilize. This is order.
I'm always watching. Right here. Emerge.
Scatter.
By royal decree.
Whoa. I've never seen that attack before.
As you wish. Propagate. Germinate.
Right now. Right here. Right now.
Gather.
OG Titan's such a good. Yeah, right. I have no. I mean, okay. I'm sure you like. It's very easy to just Google why that show stopped, right? But I don't know. Like I don't know why they would ever decide to stop that show. I'm pretty sure it was
Behold.
successful, right? I wouldn't.
Right now.
Definitely wouldn't call that show unsuccessful.
Propagate. I will have order. Stabilize.
Right now. Emerge.
Germinate.
By royal decree.
Scatter. As you wish, me.
Right now. Emerge. Right now.
Solidify. Propagate.
I'm always watching. Emerge. Right now.
Spring forth. Stabilize. Order guide you.
OG Raven awoke things in me. Well, what kind of things, man? All right, what?
Here.
You mind telling us what kind of things OG Raven awoke in you?
Wings of darkness.
How dare you hit me with a wave of nostalgia? I mean, sorry, man, but the wave of nostalgia, I didn't hit it with, I didn't hit you with it. Like, it just hit. Nobody hit me with it. It just hit.
Teamwork isn't that's gonna hurt in the morning. You're toast.
It doesn't choose who to hit. It just hits, man.
Torn to oblivion. Let's light it up.
At the frying pan, into the fire. Ha!
Everybody stand back.
Eat this!
Rain outlines your fate. Let me weave you a verse. Now you shall perish.
I'm so confused, like, by which direction these guys are staggering towards. Like, it doesn't seem to be away from you. Sometimes they stagger away from you, like straight away from you. Sometimes they seem to stagger a little bit to the left. Okay, would you please? Okay,
May my final stand.
there we go. And I'm frozen. Okay.
Everybody stand back.
At the frying pan, into the fire. You're...
There is no escape.
Are we going to be able to two-star this?
Let me weave you a verse.
I'm kind of having my doubts. Okay. Take care of you, because you are annoying.
Shine down.
How are you still alive?
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Yes.
Going in. Rain outlines your fate. Rain cut.
Okay. I should call my. Oh God. Yep, the daddy issues too. Oh boy. Bro, no, don't. We don't have to take it that far. We don't have to take it that far, man. The skin tight suit, long legs. Raven and her daddy issues. While I agree, Raven did have daddy issues. But then, like, don't we all have daddy issues at this point?
Right now, right here.
Like,
Emerge.
don't get me wrong. Like I know that most of us here are like straight dudes, but
Nothing lasts forever. Right now, right here.
even with all right, like with guys like Zhongli and Al Haytham in the game, most I'd say a lot of us have daddy issues.
By royal decree. Right now.
Solidify.
Midnight pin. Emerge. Right here.
No rest for the wicked.
A sight to behold. Emerge. Right here.
Are they achievement hunting? Wait, what do you mean? How am I achievement hunting?
Germinate. Propagate.
Germinate.
Right now. Emerge.
Propagate.
Right now.
Propagate? Propagate. Is it propagate?
Solidify. Midnight phantasm.
Emerge. Right here.
Okay, I need this. There we go.
Scatter.
Nothing lasts forever. Right now. Emerge.
Order guide you. Gather.
By royal decree. Right now. Right here.
What?
Right
Here.
now.
Germinate.
Midnight phantasm. Right here.
Stabilize. Scatter.
Not gonna lie, well, it doesn't have a lot of DPS, but apparently not having a lot of DPS means you can actually have more fun in the game.
There is no escape. Off we go. Go back. Get them. Everybody stand back. Let's
Ah! Oh, okay. Alright. That's kind of scared me. That kind of scared me. Because the animal one started to attack me and staggered me so that I wouldn't be able to... I wouldn't be able to iframe the big hit from the cryo one.
let me weave you. Inazuma shines eternal.
Okay, I cannot stay on the field on Shogun. Okay, it's time to go to you.
Everybody stand back. You're toast. Rain cutter. Illusion
Oh,
shattered.
oh, come on. I need particles. There we go.
Now
There we
you
go.
shall perish.
All right, we're good.
Shine down. Nice and sweet. I'm going in.
Wow, 33 stars. Not bad.
Let me weave you. Torn to oblivion.
Not bad at all. Advice. I have Venti, who I use a lot. 4 VV, 75 crit rate, 70 crit damage, 200 ER, maybe 40 EM, 1400 tax. Right build. I mean, it looks like you're trying to go for a DPS build. Yeah, it looks like you're trying to go for a DPS build, but you have very low crit damage. Your attack is also quite low.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember.
But I don't know what is what is high and what is low attack on Venti. Like I don't know if he has high, like base stats, like high base attack, high attack base stats, or if he has low base attack. Because like I've almost never really paid attention to building Venti as like attack and crit, with attack and crit. Like I have built Venti with just full EM since forever.
Tourist spots. I have a few references.
Yo, what's up, Blue App? Good to see you, man. Have you tried playing Star Rail? No. Wait, what? HST. Is ST meant to be Star Tail?
Osmanthus wine tastes the same.
What is that?
as I remember.
For generic DPS build, I would just going less ER, more crit damage. Sure, my pleasure, Raj. Thanks for letting me on your account, man. By the way, I didn't collect it. I'm gonna leave the satisfaction of collecting it to you. Star Rail. Yeah, no, I haven't, and I don't see myself trying it. I'm just not. No, it's not that I'm not interested in what is it called? Turn-based, the turn-based mechanics, like turn-based gameplay. It's the opposite of that. The other way around. I don't like it. It's not that I don't. Yeah, it's not that I'm not interested in it. I really just don't like it at all. Like I just dislike it. It feels like a lot of waiting around. That's kind of how it feels to me. "1:30 in the morning, gotta go to bed." Oh boy. Hey, I appreciate you being here, man. Please go get some rest. Guys like the stream. Yo, appreciate it. Thank you, Happy. EM Venti, same as EM Kazuha. Yes and no. So, okay. I guess I should talk about what happened in the past. I don't remember. Hang on. I'm just gonna switch accounts. I'm gonna switch accounts. I'll be right back. Alright, so Raj, I didn't collect your primos from Abyss. I'm gonna leave the satisfaction of that to you. I'm swapping back to my account. 4:30 a.m. here and I'm not sleeping yet. Lol, go to sleep, man. Jeez, wait, do you guys not have any stuff to do in the day? Like, why are you all sleeping at 5 in the morning? Y'all are sleeping at 5 in the morning. Do you not have anything to do until after lunchtime? Because that's what I used to do. I used to sleep like 5-6 a.m. and then like wake up in the afternoon. I would wake up either lunchtime or a little bit after lunchtime. Was there an update? It's verifying file integrity again. Genshin spoiled me. Lol. Okay. I'm like a week away from graduation. I'm not so busy. Oh, okay. That's fine, I guess. Right? Worth sacrificing sleep for? Man, okay. That's really sweet. I really appreciate it, Sean. Man, I hate to sound like a dad. Like I really hate to sound like a dad, but nothing is ever worth sacrificing sleep, because So when you're young, sleep isn't like one sleep is to one health. Like it isn't like that when you're young, especially if your health is just like you have no underlying physical condition. But when you start to get older, of course, depending on your lifestyle, your diet, your habits, etc., right? But when you get older, when you start to get older, that literally becomes the case. One sleep equals one health. Yeah, like it really does feel like that once you start getting older. So when you're young, sure, like enjoy life. Yeah, enjoy life. Hang out with friends until the sun rises. Like when you're 18 or 21, whatever your legal drinking age, whatever the legal drinking age in your country, like go out with friends, go out drinking with your friends. Just don't do anything stupid, like driving while drunk, or doing dumb things that could permanently injure you. Right? Just go do stuff. Go have fun with life while you're young. Because you're not going to be able to do a lot of that stuff once you get older. Raj, pull Nahida. Yeah, I agree actually with Happy Raj. I'm not going to tell you how to play the game, but I would highly recommend that you pull for Nahida, man. Like you have how would I put this? So you have
Follow the wind.
you have a lot of electro characters. Okay, so I don't need to be on this account right now. Hang on. You have Yai and you have Fischl raised, and while a lot of people have Fischl, not everyone has Yai, right? Because she's a limited 5-star character, which you would have had to actively go for to have. And in your case, you did actively. You're likely to have actually actively gone after her. So why not make more use of her by giving her Nahida, or at least raise your Dendro Traveler. Well, you saw it, right? Dendro Traveler did his job. Is just to apply Dendro, and have enough ER and not be a hindrance to team rotation. Sure, that's fine. There are some advantages and disadvantages to having Nahida versus like Nahida and Dendro Traveler, or even Kali. They both have their advantages and disadvantages. For example, Dendro in multi-wave content, Nahida is in if you're facing content where you're facing multiple waves of low HP enemies, Nahida feels worse to play because you put E on enemies, you do one elemental reaction, and then your Tri-Karma thing procs, and then everything's dead, but your skill hasn't cooled down yet because it happened so quickly. So that's kind of one of the few weaknesses that Nahida has, whereas Dendro Traveler's perpetual Dendro application is just there. It's just perpetually there once you put it down. The disadvantage of it is its limited range, because like I said, the range is limited because if enemies either push you out of it or run out of it, then now you're stuck with no Dendro application until your next rotation. But Kazuha, okay, yeah, you're right. Okay. Wow, what a rough choice. Oh, you know what? Okay. You know what? Yeah, you're right. I think I remember a conversation last stream or in the last 1 or 2 weeks that you asked which would be more of a priority, Kazuha or Nahida. Wait. Ooh. Okay, banners are out. Fischl though. Okay, not gonna lie, I was just actively getting rid of the red dots, and I don't know if you guys saw. I was kind of like the do, and I was like, wait a moment, those are banners. Okay, those are some really good 4-stars. So okay, is that Zyphos, or is that the Claymore? Or oh no, it's the Claymore. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Alright. So I guess, yeah, okay. I don't know what this does, by the way. I don't know what his weapon does. But from what I heard from rumors, he's like an HP/EM guy. What's his name? Baizhu. So yeah, you can bet that this is gonna be an HP/EM weapon. Who are HPEM? Kokomi? Yeah? Would that be okay? I don't exactly know, like the fine the fine details of a Nilou. What is it called? Super bloom? What is it called? Like her special blooms. I don't know exactly how it works. Like, so, from my understanding, it takes more HP for Nilou equals higher bloom damage, right? But then, what about who is making the seeds? Like, is their EM taken into calculation as well? Zypho is on this banner right now? Yeah, you're right. It's on this banner. Okay. RJ, I gotta go. Oh, alright. Thanks for hanging out with us, Happy. Take care, man. Take care. Yeah. Oh, yes, that's right. By the way, Raj, I still stand by my previous opinion that I think in your case, Kazuha might be a more important character to get first than Nahida, because in the very least now you have a pseudo Nahida in the form of Dendro Traveler or Kali or both, or you even have Yao Yao if you want. Right? At least like applying Dendro, whereas you don't really have someone to enable or like buff your freeze team, and you already have your freeze team. Well, except Hydro. You don't have Mona, you don't have Kokomi. That's a big problem. But at least when you get Kazuha, you will at least have one of the two things that you're missing. And like all the conveniences, all the niceties that you get along with Kazuha. So I still stand by that. It's up to you if you want to risk it. If you want to guarantee Nahida now, like let's say you can't wait to get Nahida, and you want to risk pulling for, like, I don't know, like if it does end up becoming true that Kazuha reruns soon, if you want to risk doing it on 50/50 and not having a lot of primos for it, it's up to you. But yeah, so fun. Yeah, what is that unrevealed? Clam set Barbara versus Maiden set. Which is better for healer in Nilou teams? I'd say it's Clam set, right? Yeah, I don't think anyone uses maidens. Yeah, no. Like definitely Clam set. Because remember, Clam set also does damage, right? It does damage too. So yeah, a good name. It is a good name, actually. The first thing that came to mind when I read that name unrevealed is the hotel Sofitel. I don't know. Sofitel. I have no idea. I don't know in what other countries they have hotels in. But they have a really nice hotel. It's like, I don't know how fancy of a hotel it is, but all I know is like it's like really expensive. One of those hotels where you can just go to their restaurant and order one fish for dinner, for lunch, for $100. Like literally $100 for one fish. Or you can just get Nahida and then become a no life grind 180 draws. Sheesh. I mean, okay, that's one option. Yeah, that's one option. Anyway, Shuri, you're going back to your Venti. You seem to be building him as a DPS, but your crit rate is really good. That's like end game crit rate, but your crit damage is like really low. You definitely want to get it up to at least 140 crit damage, and your attack quite a bit more. ER is good for like if you almost never on field get on the field on Venti. Like 200 ER, that makes it so that you can pretty much spam your burst all the time. And I would say that it's your ER is similar to your crit rate, which is like end game, and you have end game crit rate and end game ER, but your crit damage and attack are yikes. Your attack is not super low, but your crit damage is super low. But that's up to you if you want to continue building a DPS Venti. Most people nowadays just build Venti with full EM because ever since the elemental mastery buffs from before 2.0, I believe, before 2.0, I believe the elemental mastery got buffed. Some transformative? Yeah, transformative reactions got buffed, like swirl, overload, and electrocharged. They got buffed. Like the multipliers for them got increased. And that's why people nowadays kind of just build Animo units with EM. Yeah, most Animo units, not every Animo unit. Yeah, but of course you still need some ER. Like for example, if you give Venti 4 Viridescent, 4 VV and element EM, Sands, Goblet, and Circlet, it would be nice if you gave him Fav Bow so that you can spam his burst like pretty much without a problem. If you do go for stringless, then I would recommend running an ER Sands. Triple EM Zhao. Oh god. A swirl Zhao? Might be viable if you're fighting a bunch of slimes. If you know that all the enemies on that floor are just slimes, you can like full EM Zhao is just gonna like swirl everyone together with each other. Sure. I'm on guarantee I'm gonna pull for Kazuha and try my luck 50-50 on I'll hate them. Replacement Nahida. Guaranteed Kazuha, try my luck 50-50. Ah. 50-50. Okay. Hey, I wish you luck. Anyway, should we talk about these banners? I don't know. I feel like there's not a lot to talk about. I forgot. What does Kave do again? Hang on. Let me go get the special program. Where was that special program? Ah, there. Okay, I just stopped our music. Let's see, where is Chrome? Is it this? No. Okay, there it is.
I come.
No, not Baizhu. Kave? There it is. No, that's not it. It should be here. Ah, yeah, there it is.
To sustain a pleasant conversation. Come at me! Breaking new ground!
Nilou's job better. Flexible than Nilou. That's okay. I remember feeling that way, but I don't remember the details. Like I don't remember why.
Has some thing that ends up. He doesn't quite. Kind of the opposite.
He's broke.
He's a very. Go to. Yeah.
Okay, him being broke is not gonna 36-star Abyss. Yes, thank you.
Designer Kaveh
Alright.
come in handy during battle. As a unique and creative designer, Kaveh must always bring tools with him. His toolbox, named Marak, not only provides Kaveh with tools, but also has many interesting uses. For example, Marak's mapping
That is
ability
charged
allows
stuff?
him to scan the battlefield, causing all dendro cores within a certain AoE
Oh,
to
no,
allows
it's an
him to
E,
scan
okay.
the battlefield, causing all dendro cores within a certain AoE
Ah, okay.
to burst
Ah, yeah.
immediately.
Okay.
In
I
addition to
remember
that, when
now why I
Marak completely
felt like
releases its
he was like a somewhat like he part of his kit is like a 4-star Nilou.
energy, it converts Kaveh's attack damage to dendro damage. Completely releases its energy, it converts Kaveh's.
So what does
In addition
releases
to
its
that,
energy
when Marak
mean?
completely releases its energy, it converts Kaveh's attack damage to dendro damage and increases Kaveh's combat capabilities.
Okay.
You don't need to
So,
worry about
okay.
triggering all those dendro cores at the same time. Kaveh's attack damage.
So what does
causing all
release its
dendro
full
cores
energy mean?
within
What is that? The
certain
burst?
AoE to burst immediately.
Nice.
In addition to that, when Marak completely releases its energy, it converts Kaveh's attack damage to dendro damage.
Or is that a
and
hold
increases
version?
Kaveh's combat capabilities.
Okay.
You don't need to worry about triggering all those dendro cores at the same time. Kaveh won't be hurt by them. In fact, one of Kaveh's talents actually causes him to recover a set amount of HP when he takes damage from a
Ah,
dendro.
yeah, okay. I remember now. So I remember feeling like he's somewhat Nilou. Somewhat Nilou, part Nilou and part Yao Yao. While it's not damage reduction, but it's more healing. Well, Yao Yao also heals, but the heal is just a heal and not a heal because you got hit.
Dendro core.
It's always good to have a reliable partner like that. Shang always gives Baizhu a lot of help too, you know.
Exactly. But Marak is pretty remarkable. It can even wield a sword for Kaveh.
That's a pretty awesome toolbox.
I know, right? Okay, so that should be just about everything we have for Kaveh.
Alright, that is probably the most vague character kit discussion we've gotten so far. We didn't even know the skill or the burst or the passive. Yeah, like they used to tell us which one is which, but apparently not anymore. Basically on-field Bloom driver tank. So is Nilou plus Kaveh an ultimate combo? No, because you can't, because no, because a Dendro Hydro only Nilou team, in a Dendro Hydro only Nilou team, all of her, like the cores, when they generate, they just pop immediately. You don't need to wait for them. That means like there's no chance for you to use Kaveh to pop Nilou's blooms. And technically they're not Nilou's blooms, but it's like a special bloom because of taking advantage of a part of Nilou's kit. Bountiful cores, there you go. Bountiful cores. Because they're bountiful cores, like they just, when they generate, they just pop immediately. There's no, like, you don't have the chance to use Kaveh's ability to pop them. And I don't think it'll even work, because technically they're not like normal blooms, they're a different kind of bloom. So maybe Kaveh's skill might only work on a normal bloom. But it is a very similar mechanic where you have blooms out there on the field and you want to pop them all at the same time. That's pretty neat actually. But then like a lot of it also depends on the skill cooldown. If the skill cooldown is really long, like a Xingqiu E, then like what's the point? Yeah, what's the point really? The other thing that I don't like, we still have yet to find out is I'm sure theory crafters looking at leaked information probably know this already, so if you want to know, like, you might want to go watch their content. But as for me, I would prefer not to look up and or discuss leaks. So we don't know whose stats are going to be calculated if you pop them early. If you pop the blooms early, is it the one who created the seed? Or is it going to be Kave's stats? Or is Kave going to have a part of it, like a passive or something, similar to Nilou's, where it adds a certain damage to the seeds that he pops based on his stats? Right? Like, I know that Nilou's, one of Nilou's passives gives the bountiful cores more damage based on Nilou's HP. But from my understanding, the seeds also take whoever generated the seeds, like they take their EM into consideration, but they kind of just get more damage from Nilou's HP. So like, I don't know how that's gonna work with Kave, whose stats are going to be calculated. But Kave seems interesting on paper, but again, it's really going to boil down on like how often you could do it, because you can generate a lot of bloom seeds, and technically you can already pop them even without Kave's ability just by making more seeds, right? Because you can only have up to 5 seeds at a time, and once you make a 6th seed, the first seed pops already. You make another one, the next one pops, etc. But of course, that also depends on your Dendro application. That depends on your Hydro application. And of course, if you just want them to pop, then you could also always just go with a Burgeon team or Hyper Bloom team. Kave just seems like an optional build. But it is pretty neat that we are now, because teams that rely on seeds, Dendro cores, have kind of like, we have 3, right? We have just normal blooms, just not Hyper Bloom, not Burgeon, but then no one really uses it because like it's too cringe. It's too cringe to wait for them to pop. Enemies might have run away already, or might have already died by the time they pop. So that's why people typically go for Hyper Bloom / Burgeon, more Hyper Bloom, because Burgeon is a little hard to run. Because like if you make a mistake with your rotations, or if somehow enemy movement or whatever screws up your rotation, or like which enemies you hit next, like it screws up your order, your rotation, you might end up with burning instead of reversion. And yeah, that's why more people tend to go with super, Hyper Bloom. Because if you make a mistake in Hyper Bloom, all you get is aggravate or spread, which is good. It's, it looks like it's nothing special out of this banner. I guess Fischl's pretty good, but then we still have yet to find any placement in the meta for Candace. Like really, Candace right now feels like Kuki Shinobu before Dendro. That's kind of where Candace's placement in the meta is right now. She feels like Kuki Shinobu before Dendro, and I'm sure Candace will have her moment. She's Hydro, and she has a Hydro infusion and buffs normal attack. So I'm sure her moment is probably going to come in Fontaine. Probably, yeah. As for Ganyu's a DPS, so whether you like her playstyle or not, that's up to you. If you like her playstyle, pull for her. If you don't like her playstyle, don't pull for her. She's a DPS, she's not a support. So it's more like, do you like her or not? That's kind of the question. I guess some other questions you also have to ask is, if you like her playstyle, what the? Oh, it's the main event. Oh, okay, sure. Wait, it's 5. Wait. Okay. I gotta go swap to my accounts to reset expeditions. While Ganyu new event, yeah. I believe this is the main event for 3.6. While Ganyu is, yes, she's a DPS, but she can also be used as a support in a lot of cases. Albeit she's not the best support ever, but she's a support nonetheless. And she does a good amount of damage as a support. Like for example, you can use Ganyu as your second cryo in an Ayaka team. Because anyone in Ganyu's burst AoE gets, I believe, 15% cryo damage bonus. It's 5 p.m. in the Philippines? Yes, it is. And 5 p.m. in the Philippines is the daily server reset for the NA server. More flexible than Nilou. I actually agree with that. More flexible than Nilou, because Nilou limits your team comps because of the the hydro slash dendro only thing, right? Like you can't really get bountiful cores if you have other elements in the team, which I think is cringe. Yeah. Okay, alright, I gotta go on the other accounts too, so that I could reset expeditions at the same time. "5 a.m. here in NYC, so exactly 12-hour doses." Yeah. Yeah, so in the eastern part of the USA, it's exactly a 12-hour difference. Of course, depending on daylight savings, or whether it's daylight savings or not. And in the western part of the US, it's more than 12 hours. Yeah. While I don't remember like every state, like the time difference for every state, I'm a bit familiar with it because of my time working for AT&T. I was specifically working in the billing department for a part of AT&T they called Uverse, which was like the it was AT&T's, like, I guess, move to fiber optics. Yeah, fiber optic, like everything, like telephone, internet, and even their TV service.
If you ever...
And I was only, like, the department that we were in only covered certain states. I forgot which other states we covered, but most of the customers that I often talked to were from California. And I remember during daylight savings, it was like up to... Sometimes it was up to a 15-hour difference. Don't quote me on that. I could be wrong. No, actually... Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so. I think it... I mean, like, I don't remember. That was 11 years ago, man. That was 11 years ago. I don't remember the details anymore. In daylight savings, you're dealing with people from the West Coast. All I remember is that we sometimes had shifts that started at 2 in the morning. Like, not during daylight, not daylight savings. I don't know, what is it called? What is not daylight savings called? Do we just call it that? Not daylight savings? During not daylight savings, it was, the West Coast was like typically... No, actually I don't remember what the time there was, like in California, but I remember we had shifts that started at 1 a.m. during not daylight savings, and that shift moved to 2 in the morning during daylight savings, and it was awful. The worst shift you could ever get. 2 in the morning, and you go home at 11. Right, 11 at noon. Like, how are you supposed to fall asleep?
Do you ever have any questions about the realm with it?
How are you supposed to fall asleep at 11 noon? Especially in the Philippine climate without an air conditioner. Man, I could barely afford to turn it on right now. Much less back then when I earned a lot less. I'm back. Yo, welcome back, Sean. It's so hot, right? Like, okay, the thing, all right. So my cousin also worked in the call center industry, and he has been in the call center industry for much longer than I have been. And so at first, when I moved to the city he was in, he let me live. Yeah, he let me live in like the apartment that he was renting together with other people. And he like shut off the window, like completely shut it off. Like he put what is it called, insulation. He put insulation around his window. Like his room was basically pitch black. Like, it really was. Yeah, it was actually pitch black if you closed the door and you turned off the light. And it was also permanently pitch black if you closed the door and turn off the light. And the only form of ventilation the room had was just the air conditioner. So that means every time you were in the room, you either had to endure. Thankfully, he didn't have a computer in his room though. Well, he did, but it was like a really low powered computer, like what, a $200-$300 desktop computer. Right, just one for emailing, I guess. And so that hardly generates any heat, right? If he had a more powerful computer, man, that room without, like, if you didn't turn on the air conditioner, that room would have become an oven. What is RJ ranting about this time? No. What do you mean ranting? I never rant. Come on. I'm not like that. Honey Puri in-game? Wait, what? Did I get it? Honey Puri? What is that? Okay, I have no idea. I was just kind of clicking next. I just wanted it to be over. Oh, I did? Okay. I had no idea, man. It's a famous Indian snack? Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. Right? Because, like, isn't... that kind of makes sense, right? Wait, this is... Oh, no. This is not a new daily commission. But that one was a new one. Yeah, like, we've had daily commissions with that Fatui guy, with Victor, before.
Busted.
But not like that.
Game's up. Fun's over.
So from my understanding, the forest side of Sumeru is based on India, and like the desert part is based on Egypt. At least that's my understanding of it. So it makes sense that it's an Indian food. Mondstadt, Europe. Yeah, right? I believe it's more specifically some part of Germany. Yeah, not just some random country in Europe, but I think it's more specifically some part of Germany. Because like a lot of their names, like even I believe the food names and stuff are like, they sound very German. Inazuma is Japan, Liu is China. Yeah. Gotta hand it to what is it? Level designers. Right, like imagine coming up with like, remember, like, okay, so I guess I understand like some of this probably were inspired by certain IRL locations, right? But then like to have to come up with the thing, the final product in your brain before you put it in on the screen, that's creativity for you.
Thank you for
Especially because like it's not just your own creativity, you also have to like work together with the people who work in writing the world's lore. You can't just like randomly imagine something and create it. You also have to consult with the people who are writing the Tevat's lore. I didn't watch an OG anime back in 2000s called Inazuma 11. I heard of it. Oh, you know what? It was actually on... Wasn't it on Cartoon Network? I think it was on Cartoon Network. Nahida Kalora. What is that? I'm so sorry, Peter. I've never heard of that before. What is that? What in the world is that? I guess I don't even remember what it looks like. Don't search it, RJ. Alright. Did you just make me something? Did you just make me say something, something that might get me cancelled? So I don't even remember. I think I may have watched it a little bit, Inazuma 11, but I guess I watched it and I remember feeling like I remember feeling very watching it, and that's probably why I never continued to watch it, and that's probably why I don't remember it at all. I don't even remember how it looks like. Oh yeah, I know. I know. Hi, yo, welcome back, Animo. Good to see you, man. Are you still playing Star Rail?
Here comes the catch. Gotcha. Higher, higher, hands on fire.
Move again.
Game's up. Fun is over. Busted. Rain outlines your fate.
Now you're testing my patience.
I am muted, yes. Thank you, Sean. Is Ganyu good DPS or not? Okay, so right, I wish... Alright, Sean, I wish I could just give you a yes or no answer. To answer your question, by the way, my cookie is... Yes, 2 of my cookies are on 4 gilded. Oops, sorry, I moved Genshin away. Hang on, where is she? Where are you? Okay, there you go. Alright, nope. There. So I think my second account on my second this is the second account I'm on right now. My second account and my third account are on 4 gilded. My main account isn't, just because I already have the pieces I could level up to get 4 gilded, but I don't know. Like, I feel like I already have a good set on her, and like the EM I would get from, like, the increased EM I would get from switching to 4 gilded is like very little.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember.
Okay, I'm gonna swap over to the other accounts to do dailies there. Sorry, so Peter, I wish I could just answer you with a yes or no, but oh, wait, hang on, excuse me. Which country am I from? Philippines, man. I'm from the good old, really hot Philippines. Yep. It's summer right now and it's just steaming hot over here. Okay, well, anyway. Yeah, sorry guys. I guess that's gonna have to be it for today. My mom and my brother are here. They came to pick me up because I needed to borrow my mom's car for tomorrow. And now I have to take them home and come back. Anyway, how's your English? So good? Long story, man, but I've really liked English ever since I was really young. Yeah, and not just like I like English, I'm like, I want to use English. That's how much I liked English. Yeah, I was fixated on it. I didn't care if anyone knew I was good at English. I just wanted to be good at English. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, I guess that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for coming by and hanging out and being awesome people. If you guys need any help building your accounts, characters, need any help making decisions on which banners to pull for, feel free to join our Discord server. Links in the description of all my videos, VODs, and streams. Thank you so much, guys, for coming by and hanging out. I guess I'll see you again. I probably won't be able to stream tomorrow. I'll try, but I can't guarantee it. So maybe tomorrow, maybe next week. Take care, everyone. Bye, guys. See y'all next time.